Hello everyone, Jesse Webb, Traders Pro. Market conditions still mildly bullish in a bear market. We're seeing, as I've mentioned each morning, our bear market indicator here, negative 3.49. It's gradually creeping higher. We're seeing futures higher this morning. So we could see a little pop here, which is working nicely in terms of this analysis where we're seeing momentum shifting, continuing higher, sitting right in this middle range, working its way this direction. And we're also seeing haven't seen a real big tick in breadth. We may see that today, and I'll show you why here in just a second. But we're still kind of at the lower end of that range. Sentiment is still up in this upper range. Nothing's shifting there, and those are fairly slower indicators. Excuse me. Buy-sell ratio also working nicely in terms of this overall pattern going from this extreme range, pulling back, watching for something like this. This is a continuation of an uptrend here, maybe a little pullback, and then we could get a breakout and a crossover back into more of a bullish state. Not quite there yet, but we are working our way in that direction. Overall sentiment also still on the lower half of the chart, but working its way higher. So again, constructively bullish is kind of the term that I use in terms of it churning out this base, particularly in some decent news this last couple of weeks for as far as fearful type news, and markets continuing that overall upside. A couple other things I wanted to go over. On the indices chart, or indexes tab, I should say, we've been talking about the Dow setup here, but the S&P 500, the buy-sell ratio on the Dow is 1.29, so it's greater than 1, and that tips the scale. And in this case, that is moving right here. So you've got 9 Dow stocks backing this uptrend, and we were at 14 down on this sell side. So we're seeing stocks in the Dow start to move back up. But if you notice this number right here, this hold number isn't included in this ratio. So this is 9 buys and 7 sells. That's why it has a positive, or a buy-sell ratio greater than 1. So you get this group of stocks that are in these hold ranges right here, and they're just not being calculated. But look at the number of hold stocks in the S&P 500 right now. So this is still lower, but a lot of these are just about to tick over to this upside. And if we get a good solid day today, I think that's going to do it. And let's take a look at, in fact, let's see if I still have this up here. No, I don't. Let me just pull this in on some of these stocks for this S&P 500 list. You'll notice these are all hold stocks, but they have short-term trend up, something like First Solar. So the common theme on these kind of stocks are that you're in a strong uptrend, but you just don't have a confirmation buy signal yet. Okay, so if we have a good strong up day on a lot of these stocks that are going to move this signal back up into that green, then that's going to also shift that breadth indicator to the upside significantly. I think we're right on the edge of that breadth indicator really bumping to that upside. If we take a look at a couple others in this list, you'll see that common theme. They just haven't quite moved. They're stuck right there, but they're working their way back up again. Another stock here, Valero, all inside of that hold type range, and some good looking stocks in there as well. So keep an eye on that this week, or I should say today. And then our new buy list, we've got a really nice looking stock here to begin with, ASRT. This is a stock that is, it's got green across the board, which when we're glancing at those numbers and you're seeing, EPS growth of 1,240, last quarter's EPS 1,500, ROE 72, yearly returns, everything here in terms of fundamentals are green, and trend is also green. And that's the best of both worlds, because ultimately stock price is the present value of the future earnings of a company. That's all it is investors, millions of investors deciding what the value of the stock is based on their own analysis and their own interpretation, and there are thousands and thousands of reasons why people buy what they buy. But when you have a stock that's earning profits and making money and growing, the stock price is going to go higher because they're anticipated to continue continue to grow those earnings. And so you get a stock that looks something like this when you get a real nice uptrend moving higher. So a decent stock here on this new buy, therapeutic stock, drug stock. Again, not sure entirely what they do. If you like to dig in and do some analysis on what they are and who they, any additional information than we offer, then you can click on this more button, and we'll take you back out to some of these other guys that have a little bit deeper fundamental type perspective as far as just the data, to be able to look at that real quickly, or even be able to understand the company just a little bit more. So that's number one on the list. We've got, actually here, let me refresh. Let's start back over here with our new buy list. So ASRT, VIST, so we're seeing oil stocks moving here in this list. SGM, this is a lithium stock. Nice uptrend, big bounce there yesterday, and with a little bit of a pullback. Another oil stock, BBIO, which is another medical stock, and MPC. So we're an oil. So you're seeing oil, medical stocks moving so far in this group. We can continue to go down that list, and you're finding similar stories. So some nice setups, some nice themes that are happening in the market currently. If you don't have full access to the site and software, you can sign up with the link below, and we look forward to having you. Have a great day today.